In an effort to reach a wider audience, the Kid Appeal character is often seen, as the name implies, to appeal to a younger demographic. In the world of the Transformers, characters such as Bumblebee, Hot Rod, and Hot Shot have all filled this role.
If you're gonna ride, Dano, ride in style.
However, during the Beast era, one cool cat was able to show off his speed and skill despite his immaturity: the Maximal Cheetor.
I know what ugly is, and you're it.
I'd like to thank my patrons and my channel members for your continued support. Consider becoming one, or purchase some merch on my spring store today. As mentioned in my Beast Wars retrospective, Hasbro passed the brand to their newly acquired Kenner division to help save the Transformers franchise from being completely shelved. Taking a new approach, Kenner departed from the classic cars and trucks by having the Transformers change into animals, dinosaurs, and insects in 1996 as Beast Wars. Among the first wave of deluxe figures was the heroic Jungle Patrol Maximal Cheetor. As his name implies, Cheetor transforms into an artificially enhanced organic cheetah. His bio described him as a quiet and confident warrior who constantly stalks the jungle in search of Predacon enemies with incredibly fast speed, as he's armed with his laser-powered Quasar cannon. Ignoring most of this profile for the Beast Wars cartoon, Cheetor was introduced as an energetic and overeager kid who desired to prove himself to his fellow Maximals as they battled the Predacons on prehistoric Earth. Voiced by Ian James Corlett, Cheetor often answered with his memorable catchphrases.
Jumping gyros. Whoa, that was ultra gear.
And his impulsiveness often put him in danger despite his speed in cheetah mode. This included being captured in Tarantulas' web, being accidentally warped into the Predacon base, and being outnumbered trying to defend a Maximal Stasis pod from the Predacons.
Give me a break!
While this impetuousness sometimes angered Maximal leader RodimusPrimal,
Okay, I'll never do that again. Until the next time.
Cheetor always supported his leader with a father-like affection. He also looked up to his fellow feline Maximal, Tigatron.
Watch yourself, little cat.
Always do, big cat. Cheetor out.
In the beginning of the show's second season, a quantum surge created by the destruction of an alien device upgraded Cheetor into his transmetal form, adding a flight mode to his beast form. Once he got used to the jets,
oh yeah! Nothing like cat speed and cornering ability!
Cheetor was able to patrol the skies while doing his best to impress his teammates. After Black Arachnia joined the Maximals, once learning they had to defend the Ark from Megatron, Cheetor developed a crush on her, putting him at odds with the Fusor Silverbolt.
Not a kid.
As Megatron experimented with an alien device known as the Transmetal Driver, Cheetor was caught within its energies and was mutated into a feral Transmetal 2 form. Thanks to RodimusPrimal's help, Cheetor was able to conquer his monstrous beast form. However, gone was the overeager kid.
Optimus! Back off, okay? You're embarrassing me.
As Cheetor began acting more like a teenager.
Oh, joy, Syber puberty.
After defeating Megatron at the end of the series, Cheetor accompanied his fellow Maximals in their return to Cybertron. However, in the sequel series, Beast Machines, Megatron had somehow conquered the Transformers' homeworld prior to the Maximals' arrival. Cheetor was upgraded by the supercomputer, the Oracle, into a new techno-organic form.
Whoa, check me out!
With this new body, Cheetor not only had super speed, but could fly with his high-tech swords as he slashed Viacon drones to pieces.
Easy, fella.
However, as Cheetor matured, he began to question RodimusPrimal's leadership and forcibly assumed command of the Maximals.
You've left me no choice. I'm taking over.
It wasn't until Cheetor helped Primal realize the true goal of their quest that the two settled their differences and focused on saving Cybertron.
To restore the balance between the organic and the technological.
It was during the first year of the toy line that Cheetor became the face of the franchise, as he was placed on all the toys' packaging and marketing materials. In addition to his standard size figure, Cheetor also received a Supreme scaled one, complete with lights and sounds, as one of the largest Transformers figures on the market. His final figure in the line was his stealth-decoed Night/Slash armor. Although he never took this form in the cartoon, the series concluded when OptimusPrimal finally defeated Megatron and sacrificed himself, passing control of the Oracle to Cheetor to lead the Maximals in a new techno-organic Age of Peace.
I understand.
To continue the story of a post-Beast Machine Cybertron, 3H Productions and Fun Publications told stories for the official Transformers convention, BotCon. This was in connection to the Transformers Universe toy line in 2003, which saw Cheetor's Night/Slash figure recolored into a more familiar deco. With the help of the Oracle, Cheetor assisted the Autobots and Maximals against the evil Predacon Cryotech, and later took part in the multi-universe battles against Unicron. In 2006, a BotCon exclusive redeco of Cybertron Clocker was used to depict Cheetor on Cybertron as he first joined the crew of the Axelon during the events when Megatron stole the Golden Disc. In 2014, Transformers Prime's Thundertron was redecoed for BotCon as the Knight Alpha Trizer. The accompanying Wings Universe story explained that by the year 2984, Cheetor had become Cybertron's spiritual leader, dubbing himself Alpha Trizer thanks to his connection to the Oracle. With his Cybertronian knights, Alpha Trizer was able to foil the plot of Cannonball and his pirate crew of Star Seekers to steal Energon from Cybertron. Cheetor's popularity as a kid appeal character saw a new version of him made for the Transformers GoBots series of Playskool Transformers toys in 2002. The following year, at the tail end of the Transformers Armada toy line, Cheetor's Transmetal figure was recolored and slightly retooled for compatibility with his Pack-In Minicon partner, Cliffjumper. While he was absent from the Armada anime, the Autobot Cheetor, alongside Rhinox, Airazor, and Pterosaur, appeared in Dreamwave's Armada comic book charging into battle against Unicron. Unfortunately, they were captured by the Chaosbringer, who turned them into his four horsemen, as Cheetor attacked Cybertron as the horseman Pestilence. Unfortunately, the conclusion of the story was cancelled, caused by Dreamwave's bankruptcy, and will be a discussion for another day. Before Hasbro had decided to completely reboot the Transformers franchise beginning with Armada, the story of a post-Beast Machine Cybertron was initially planned in a sequel series called Transtech. A new stylized upgrade of Cheetor with a vehicle mode was designed and even made as a prototype before the series was cancelled. However, the Transformers Collectors Club took the designs for Transtech and created their own separate universe in 2008, which saw Cheetor as head of security on Cybertron in the city of Axiom Nexus. The design for Transtech Cheetor served in part as inspiration for Blur in Transformers Animated. As such, the Transformers Collectors Club retooled Blur's figure in 2011 as an animated version of Cheetor. As seen in the tie-in animated story, The Stunt-A-Con Job, Cheetor was a rookie cop who teamed up with an older and grumpier Sideswipe. Despite Cheetor's impulsiveness, the two managed to stop the Stunt-A-Con's plot to break Megatron out of jail. Cheetor continued to appear in various Transformers stories, including the Zany Legends manga, in which Cheetor was a party-loving salaryman for the Axelon Trading Company. He also appeared briefly in the IDW comics, in which Cheetor came from the Cybertronian colony world of Eucharis, and was the leader of the Furwalker tribe. He was also featured in the Transformers Collectors Club's prose stories of Beast Wars Uprising, which told the tales of how the Maximals and Predacons rebelled against their Autobot and Decepticon oppressors. In addition to these new versions of the character, Cheetor has received several new figures over the years, including getting the Masterpiece treatment in 2011, despite being absent from any animated series. However, this changed in 2019 as Transformers Cyberverse introduced a new version of Cheetor in the show's second season. Voiced by TJ Nelson, Cheetor was the naive young guardian of the Allspark.
If I'm to trust you with the All-Spark, you must show me that you can wield great power.
Hoping to test both Optimus Prime and Megatron to see who would be worthy of possessing the Allspark, Cheetor used its power to grant the Autobot and Decepticon leaders with spark armor during a trial of combat. Unfortunately, Starscream stole the Allspark during the battle, forcing Cheetor to join the Autobots. Despite his inexperience,
The game is already afoot.
Cheetor quickly befriended both Hot Rod and Bumblebee and accompanied his team back to Cybertron to restore the Allspark. Unfortunately, Shockwave had corrupted the ancient relic,
The All-Spark! Shockwave is corrupting it. He is destroying it.
forcing Cheetor to heroically sacrifice himself to restore the Allspark and ensure the future of Cybertron. To commemorate Beast Wars' 25th anniversary, the War for Cybertron Trilogy's Kingdom toy line released a new Cheetor figure alongside his fellow Maximals. As seen in the War for Cybertron animated series on Netflix, Cheetor's keen animal instincts were able to see past illusions, and his speed was unmatched in the rough terrain of prehistoric Earth.
Sorry. I hear you from way up here.
Voiced by Joe Hernandez, Cheetor helped convince his fellow Maximals to help the Autobots in their quest to retrieve the Allspark.
Big Bob! You did it! You saved the All-Spark!
As they battled against the combined forces of the Decepticons and the Predacons. In 2021, the IDW Comics published their own take on the Beast Wars story, giving Cheetor a backstory of a former racer on Cybertron who idolized Blur. Cheetor's speed and skill were instrumental in taking down the Predacons until the Beast Wars comic came to a close. Making his big screen debut in 2023, Cheetor was seen in Transformers Rise of the Beast, voiced by Tangai Kirisa.
More enemies are landing. We won't be safe for long.
Although his role was relatively minor, Cheetor helped his fellow Maximals protect the Transwarp Key from the Terracons, and was even seen running alongside Bumblebee in a callback to his kid-friendly nature. Along with many new figures and new appearances in Transformers media, Cheetor has proven himself many times over to be one cool cat.
Optimus, the word is spot on smooth.
Regardless of his impulsiveness, Cheetor will most likely continue to land on his feet in new Transformers stories for many years to come.
Thought I had slick cat moves before? Check this out.
But what do you think? Is Cheetor still spot on smooth? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up and subscribe. I have many more Transformers videos like this coming soon, so stay tuned. And as always, until next time, till all are one.
There he is, my little guy. There he is, my little guy. Isn't he cute?
It's not what I wanted to hear.